Hello, Patrick Snow for Talk of the Town here. I'm sitting down with Sanjeev Biswas at CodeEX in Acton on Great Road. This is such a cool place that I've never seen before.
It's brand new. It actually started in the summer of this year.
So there was a robotics team from Acton that won first place at the Zero Robotics competition at MIT,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Wow.
That's very exciting news for us. We actually started this program in summer of this year. This is a program which is jointly sponsored by MIT and NASA. It's a Zero Robotics program for middle school. It's a summer camp that they run for 5 weeks, and then it ends with a competition where teams across the United States and even internationally. You know, when we started, we didn't know how this program is going to work, but we first ended up winning the state level. Then we went to the finals, and there in the finals, we actually became the international champion. Not only defeating the other states, but even defeating Russia.
So that is so exciting. Can you tell me a little bit about what the project was?
The Zero Robotics, it is done in zero gravity in the International Space Station. So the kids, they write code using the API that MIT provides. Using that API, they write their code, and then they participate in a simulation-based competition. Then in the finals, that code is actually run in the International Space Station.
Wow.
So during this final, there were 3 astronauts, 2 NASA astronauts and 1 astronaut from Russia. They actually took the code for all the finalists.
So they're up there on the International
Yes.
Space Station, and they say, here's this code that a bunch of kids made.
Right.
Let's see what happens.
Right. And it was directly telecasted across 16 different physical locations in US, and also it was telecasted in Russia. And we actually watched all those astronauts in the International Space Stations. They were talking with us. They were showing how our code performed. And then we saw the code that the kids wrote controlling those satellites inside the International Space Station. It was pretty amazing. I mean,
That is so cool. What was that like?
I mean, everything looked very unreal to me, right? When you talk about kids writing program and controlling satellites.
Yeah.
But then everything kind of, from unreal, it became real when we went to that competition and we saw the direct streaming from the International Space Station. We saw the astronauts moving around.
That's such a cool achievement for the whole town of Acton to be proud of, I feel like.
So there are kids from Acton, and then there are kids from Westford also.
How do you run the actual program here?
So we teach all of our courses in a classroom kind of pattern. Inside the CodeEX facility, we have different classroom settings. So our experienced instructors who are actually teaching those courses walk them through what the lesson plan is and what needs to be done. And then the kids will basically just follow them. So they will basically follow what the instructor is doing. So instructors along with the kids will actually do the coding in front of them to kind of show them the step by step and kind of explain. We offer courses as young as 6 years. Then from that point onward, depending on your grade level or age, you can take up different courses. We offer different programming languages like Python, Java, JavaScript.
Cool.
We also offer actually the Lego and Robotics competition. So we participate in the first Lego League Junior.
Oh, cool. Yeah, those are
and then the
very
first Lego League. Yeah, those are very popular ones. We also offer the Zero Robotics program. The one which we participated was for the middle school. And it is also the program exists for the high school.
I'm curious, what would be your message to any parents or kids out there who are thinking that they might be interested in this or considering trying it out?
Sure. So what we are trying at CodeEX is basically use that their love for the game, like Roblox, Minecraft. Those are some of the popular games that the kids play. Many of our courses are actually towards the game development with those familiar games, so they can come and try. We are actually offering free trial sessions on all of our courses, and if we can channelize that energy towards learning coding and learning how that game is actually built, I think that's something is can be very helpful. I mean, I personally believe that only thing you need to provide to the kids is basically the right environment, the guidance, and let their imagination fly. I mean, this is something like, we strongly saw during our Zero Robotics competition. We basically provided them the guidance.
Yeah.
And then some of these kids who didn't have much coding experience before, they were like, spending hours at their home to make things perfect. It becomes a real passion. I mean, you cannot really force a kid to do all that, like, spend that much of hours. But once you can kind of channelize it in the right way, then that passion automatically comes in. Right.
In which it's fun and in which they,
right.
yeah, that's awesome. So what's the first step for somebody that wants to come down here?
Just walk in. And you can also reach us at info@codex.com. That's our official email address.
Cool. Well, I think it's an amazing resource. I just want to say congratulations again on your awesome win, because that's so exciting. And,
thank you so much, Patrick.
And it's such an incredible way to start out your first year of being here, too.
Absolutely.
It's just proof of just what you can accomplish when you create the right environment for it, like you were saying.
Right.
So thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank you, Patrick. Thank you.